हंसते गाते जहाँ से गुजर, दुनिया की तू परवाह न कर। हंसते गाते जहाँ से गुजर, दुनिया की तू परवाह न कर। मुस्कुराते हुए दिन बिताना, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना। आज जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना।
Hello friends, how are you? I am Mrs. Bhavana Vibhute. Welcomes you again in my YouTube channel, Enjoy Learning. Friends, you just heard a song, a Hindi song. Did you like it? Yes, I also like it very much. Friends, life is a journey. It's a sweet journey with lots of up and downs, with lots of experiences, adventures, challenges, and a lots of new things. And if we do not learn new things, what will happen? We will become inactive, dull, and useless, like a dead person, isn't it? So let's see, what should we do to become a live person in the real sense? In this poem, you start dying slowly. And the poet of this poem is Pablo Neruda. So first of all, what will we do? We'll read the poem. Reading is very important. I'll read the whole poem for you. Just pay attention. I'll read it because I cannot sing it in rhythm, because there is no rhyme scheme in this poem. This is a free verse in style. So I'll read this poem. If you do not travel, if you do not read, if you do not listen to the sounds of life, if you do not appreciate yourself, you start dying slowly. When you kill your self-esteem, when you do not let others help you, you start dying slowly. If you become a slave of your habits, walking every day on the same paths, if you do not change your routine, if you do not wear different colors, or you do not speak to those you don't know, you start dying slowly. If you avoid to feel passion and their turbulent emotions, those which make your eyes glisten and your heart beat fast, you start dying slowly. If you do not change your life when you are not satisfied with your job or with your love, if you do not risk what is safe for the uncertain, if you do not go after a dream, if you do not allow yourself at least once in your lifetime to run away from sensible advice. So friends, this is the whole poem. Now let's see and discuss this poem stanza by stanza. Friends, have you seen the title of the poem? What is it? You start dying slowly. ... There are 3 dots in front of the title. Purposely, the words are left there to attract the attention of the readers and to make them read the poem and to think about it. First of all, I'll read out the first stanza. If you do not travel, if you do not read, if you do not listen to the sounds of life, if you do not appreciate yourself, you start dying slowly. So what is the first stanza? This is a didactic poem. Means it gives us a moral advice. Didactic means it's a type of like advice. In Marathi, we call it Upadeshatmak. In this poem, the poet tries to advise us, to warn us about some things. If you do not travel, if you do not read, if you do not listen to the sounds of life, what will happen? Friends, traveling to various places, reading a variety types of books, give us a lot of knowledge and lot of experience. We have to acquire fresh new knowledge through reading and traveling. If you do not listen to the sound of life, here the sound of life metaphor is used by the poet. Beautiful sounds of life means beautiful things in the world, beautiful music in the nature, fresh emotions, brilliant thoughts. Whatever sounds pretty nice in this world, we have to see, we have to read, we have to listen all those things. Means we have to enjoy all those things in our life. We have to take pleasure of all those things, as well as we have to appreciate ourselves. Appreciate, what is the meaning of appreciate? Appreciate means to praise. We have to praise ourselves. We have to appreciate ourselves. Means we should know ourselves, our good qualities, our good things which are in us. And if we are not doing all these things, means if we are not reading, if we are not traveling, if we are not enjoying all these things, if we are not appreciating ourselves, appreciate means in Marathi, kautuk karne, then you start dying slowly. This line, you start dying slowly, it appears at the end of each stanza as the poet wants to tell us, to warn us. If you are not doing all these things, you start dying slowly. Dying means not literally dying. It's not a physical death, but it's a mental or intellectual death. So, this is all about the first stanza. Now let's read the second stanza. When you kill your self-esteem, when you do not let others help you, you start dying slowly. This is a very small stanza, only of 3 lines, but there is a huge meaning hidden in those 3 lines. When you kill your self-esteem. What is the meaning of self-esteem? Self-esteem means self-respect. In Marathi, we call it Atma-Sanman. If you respect yourself first, then all will respect you. We shouldn't be proud, but self-respect should be in us. And when someone wants to help us, means when someone wants to give a good suggestion to us, or when someone wants to give us a helping hand, don't stop them or don't avoid them. Try to listen, try to understand their views, their opinions, their thoughts. Otherwise, you start dying. Means, if you do not doing all these things, you will lose your hopes and you will remain all alone. So, this is about this short stanza. Now, let's turn towards the third stanza. If you become a slave of your habits, walking everybody on the same paths, if you do not change your routine, if you do not wear different colors, if you do not speak to those you don't know, you start dying slowly. So, what did the poet tell us? In this third stanza, if you become a slave of your habits. Slave, what is the meaning of slave? Slave means a servant. In Marathi, we call it das or gulam. And habit means the thing which we regularly do or repeatedly do it. Or we can call it or acquired behavior. And if we become a slave of our habits, in Hindi, there is a phrase, आदत से मजबूर. And if we become slave of our habits, and if every day and every time we are walking on the same path, on the same road, without changing the routine, and if you do not wear different colors, here again a metaphor is used by the poet. What is the meaning of different colors? It means different views, different thoughts, different methodologies, different inventions. We have to try all colors of life because each color symbolizes a particular situation in our life. And if you do not speak to the people around you, how can you know them? how can you get familiar with them? So, in this third stanza, the poet advises us that we should always try new things or something different than the routine one. We should mix up with all the people around us. So, friends, this is about the third stanza. Now, let's read the next stanza, fourth stanza. If you avoid to feel passion and their turbulent emotions, those which make your eyes glisten and your heart beat fast, you start dying slowly. Now, in this fourth stanza, the poet tells us, if you avoid to feel the passion, what is the meaning of passion? Passion means that strong desire, or in Marathi we can call it Tivra Bhavana, strong emotion, strong desire. If you're not taking interest in any task which is full of passion, you can't feel that passion, and you also can't feel those turbulent emotions in that task. What is the meaning of turbulent emotions? Means unsteady or spontaneous emotions. We can call it in Marathi Prakshubdha Bhavana. These are those emotions which makes our eyes glisten. Glisten means shine or sparkle. And when will our eyes glisten or shine or sparkle? Because of these turbulent emotions or those spontaneous feelings. When you are doing something different, something spontaneous, at that time only your eyes will glisten, sparkle, and your heart will beat fastly. For example, when you are flying in the air with the help of parachute and everywhere there is sea under you, how will you feel? You will feel very excited, and turbulent feelings or emotions will be there in your heart, in your mind. Or when we sit in a giant wheel in the fair, while coming down from the top, at that time, what is your reaction? You loudly cry, ah, and your eyes glistens, because that experience is very thrilling experience. We can't express those feelings or those experiences in words. It is a feeling full of fear, happiness, enthusiasm, excitement, thrilling. So the poet tells us that we have to enjoy all these things in our life. And if you are not doing or enjoying these things in your life, then you start dying slowly. So this is about the fourth stanza. And now the last and the fifth stanza. First of all, I'll read out the last stanza of the poem. If you do not change your life when you are not satisfied with your job or with your love, if you do not risk what is safe for the uncertain, if you do not go after a dream, if you do not allow yourself at least once in your lifetime to run away from sensible advice. Now, in this last stanza, the poet tells us, the poet warns us, if you do not change your life, if you do not change your lifestyle, when you are not satisfied with the job, with the work, whatever you are doing, or if you are not satisfied with your love. Here, love means that each and everything, that may be a person, job, or work, or anything else. But when you are not satisfied with all these things, then you must have that courage in you to change your life, to change your way. If you do not take risk in life, here risk means danger or dangerous challenges in life. If we only want to live safe or safely, because of the results of those risks or uncertainties. Uncertain. What is the meaning of uncertain? Uncertain means not sure or unclear, vague. In Marathi, we call it anishchit. And if we get afraid of those results, and that is why we don't want to take risks. And if you do not go after your dreams, means if you do not try hard, whatever you dream of in your life, or if you do not allow yourself or let yourself at least once in your life to run away from sensible advice. Here, sensible means wise, practical advice. In Marathi, sensible advice means शहाणपणाचा सल्ला. Here, the poet encourages us, whatever you want to do in your life, do it. Do all those things which are mentioned in the poem by the poet. This is about the fifth and the last stanza. So, what is the central idea of the poem? Our life must flow like a river. There should be freshness, enthusiasm, risk, clarity, challenge, madness in some extent. By accepting new things, we should bring change in our own life. Fresh emotions, new challenge, wide experiences, exciting challenges should be there. Our life shouldn't be conventional, repetitive, or stagnant, or dull. It should be full of life, full of energy, and for that, sometimes we can ignore the sensible advice. In this poem, repetition, hyperbole, metaphor, these poetic devices are used by the poet. Friends, this poem is different from the traditional or conventional pieces of advice. This poem gives us a strong and practical message or advice to the readers. So friends, read the poem carefully, again and again. Try to understand the hidden meaning of the poem or the purpose of the poet, new words, poetic devices, and try to solve English workshop. So friends, be happy, enjoy your life, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel, Enjoy Learning.